Now you can probably hear me. Hey there, Holly. It's been non-stop for me too. I thought it'd be nice to sit on the porch to swing for a little bit, and that'll be a good place to do a live. And Hannah has decided to bring her blankie and my pillow, and she's got 2 more pillows apparently off of my bed. Hannah, no, come back. We don't need any more pillows. Come on. No, come here. We don't need any more pillows. We got a blankie right here. Here. You want a pillow now? We got pillows right here. Well, hey there, Bonnie. I gotta make this a little bit bigger so I can see it from back here. Yeah, it's a great place to have a live. I thought it'd be fun. Are you holding on? You're so sweet. She's gotten so cute lately. She's so smart, and she sings songs by herself, and she understands things. Mary Parks, one of the lurkers. Hey, look at that. You made a comment. Thanks, Mary. Good to see you. I know the lurkers are out there. In fact, most of the channel is lurkers. So all you lurkers are welcome here. You don't have to comment. Just because I've been calling out lurkers a couple times lately. You're welcome just to lurk and lurk. We love you anyways. What? It is fun, huh? How warm is it now? That's a good question. I'm going to guess 60. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It is, I'll tell you in a second. 68. Pretty warm, actually. Our trees are getting ready to bloom. Our 2 front trees here are spring snow crabs, and they're blooming crab apples, and they bloom for about a week, sometimes 2, depending on the wind, and they just turn completely white. They're absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can really see them or not. Yeah, you can't really tell. But they're getting ready to bloom, which I hope they don't, actually. There's a couple blooms on them now. Hey, baby girls. No. Go. You're supposed to be in bed, little girls. I don't want you guys out here because we're doing a live thing right now, and you guys are, I feel like you're dressed in jammies as well as you should be. I'll be right back. Yep, get back in your bed. You gonna help him in bed, Eden? Okay. Thank you. Get back in your bed, little girls. Sorry about that. Thankfully, they were clothed, and they did their bedtime routine and got their jammies on. Or I would have had to take this down. Hannah, come here. Come sit down with your blankie. I bloom all day. I guess it makes sense. I bet you haven't said that before either, have you? Okay, come on, baby girl. Yeah, that's the door. Okay, let's cover you up. Are you ever nervous Hannah will fall in the pond? No, not really. I mean, we have 9 kids, and all the kids have been around a pond. And we may have had one or two go in, but not till they're older. We always have supervision around there. So it's been okay. Besides, if they want to play in the water, they play in the stream, which we encourage. I don't need the blankie, baby girl. Yep, are you pushing? Yeah, today's orange day. Yeah, you pushing me? Here, come here. Let's sit down with Daddy. It's kind of. Here, come sit with Daddy. Okay. What? Down, down, down. How about you just swing with Daddy for a minute? What do we have for dinner? Well, my last job didn't get done until about 5:45, and I was 20 minutes from home when that happened. And so I got home pretty late. What? You want down that badly? So we had grilled cheese and peanut butter and tomato soup. I was telling Andrea today. I mean, I went to the water her flowers at the cemetery, and I don't know why I talked to her. I talk to her all the time, but of course when you're at her grave, you're supposed to talk. So I told her that's becoming my specialty. We push in, thank you. What a good pusher. Let me, I don't know if I can get that down any better. What? Pork loin, brown rice, and green beans. I've been thinking about rice. We haven't had rice in a while, and I could do rice for sure. I'm not sure who eats it, if anybody. Baby girl, go put that back. Go put it back on the table. Good girl. Tomato soup sounds great. It was good. It was good. It's always a hit. If it was just grilled cheese and tomato soup, it would only be about a 60% hit. But since I've introduced the grilled peanut butters into our regimen, it's a 100% hit across the board. Oh, Judah was in the window? That sounds like Judah. Yep, tomorrow's a 9-month anniversary. I missed you guys say that. Ninja rice cooker? Yeah. Yeah. Anna, come sit down. This little girl, I was thinking about putting her to bed with the other girls, but she is not ready for bed. I know several times little girls and little boys get their days and nights mixed up. And I'm not saying that's her case, but she's starting to stay up later and later these days. We're going to have to make her stay up and not have a nap one time and go to bed at a good hour and get her back on schedule. Are you pushing me? Oh, thank you. When are you planning on doing clothes shopping? Oh man, don't remind me. I feel like I'm drowning in stuff I need to do. So I still haven't done the inventory. I know there's tons of clothes that kids are missing. Claudia and Sophia both. I don't know. It's okay. Come sit down. Are missing orange today. So they had other clothes on today. There's a whole bunch we're missing. So I need to redo them. I just haven't had time. And I feel guilty for taking time for anything else. I got up to 12 miles on my bike yesterday. That took an hour and 20 minutes. And I feel only a little guilty. It was nice to get out, and I'm enjoying it. My body's starting to adjust to being a biking person, which is nice. But I probably should have been doing the girls' clothes. Heck, maybe I should do that tonight after I finish this. He'll walk, or he'll call. Let me what can we do to help? I don't think there's anything you can really do to help. Resurrect the dead. No, you're doing that now, so I appreciate you guys sitting with me. It's been, I'm never awesome. It's been difficult, and been, missing Andrea and lonely and wondering about my place in the world and all that stuff, but you are so playful, little girl. You take time for yourself, so it's good for the kids. I know that's true, but I was thinking about it today. Today I worked a little late, and so it was like 5:45. I get home, it's like 6:15, and then I gotta make dinner, and it's like the kids haven't seen me all day. And Hannah especially has been really loving on Daddy. She's like, the kids told me today, every time she heard a door, she's like, Daddy's home. And she was really missing Daddy. And so that's why she's out here with me, I'm sure, right now. So she's been loving hanging out with me. And I have, but it's the only time she gets to see me. And want to waste it doing other things. I felt bad enough. She helped me make dinner. She put cheese on the, put the cheese on the sandwiches, and so I'd give her a piece of cheese, and I told her to put it on, and she put it on. The very first time, she just flopped it on, and then I had to straighten it up. And by the end, she was putting them on pretty straight. I was so proud of her. I didn't tell her to do them straight. She just saw what I was doing and totally figured out that, hey, these are supposed to be straight. It was really cute. Hear the wind a lot in the mic? Yeah, maybe I should try to get a little windscreen. I think I've got one. It is extremely windy. It's extremely windy. I don't know how much this will actually help, but pardon the noise. All right, so I don't know if that's going to help or not, but got a windscreen on. She is a gifted child. She's extremely smart. Extremely smart. She's been the smartest of all of our kids, hands down. Thank you, baby girl. Where'd you get this trash? It's not like it's every night. Well, yeah. As far as working, yeah, it's not every night. And some nights, some days I'm home really early. That's the advantage of being in business for yourself. And then on Wednesdays, of course, I don't go out at all. I stay at the shop. And Thursdays in the morning, I stay in the shop. It's online. You can buy good used clothing. Called ThredUp. I heard a lot of good things about it. Don't know if they sell little girls' clothing. I don't know either, and it's not like their clothes are particularly expensive. I'm not that worried about the cost, but I do got to find them. So I know French Toast has a whole bunch of the colors that we need, and that's what I'm more concerned with. I also need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. We have too many girls' clothes. It's so fun to buy clothes for girls, but we just got too much, and we don't have a lot of room in their closets. We certainly don't have enough room for each of them to have 1,000 outfits. So we're gonna have to scale it back and get it all to fit in there good. And heck, the boys need stuff too. And I think Eden's outgrowing a lot of her clothes. She's growing pretty fast these days. And so I need to find what size she should be fitting. It wouldn't surprise me if none of the clothes she has are perfect size for her. So I'm gonna try to size up from where she's at with the best fitting stuff and kind of go from there. But I need to do it though. I need to do everything. There's so many things I need to do. Well, hey Helen, good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing everybody's comments. I'm rambling. What did Hannah Martin say? Wyoming, of course it's windy. That's exactly right. Exactly right. You can help someone to get with the help of the clothing inventory. I mean, I suppose I could get some. Oh, I hear a frog. Yeah, I do hear a frog. I suppose I could find somebody to help, but it's the kind of thing that by the time I teach them what I need done, I could just do it myself. It's not like digging a ditch, where it's like, hey, everybody come on, everybody grab a shovel. You know, it's easy. You just start digging. It's like so often, what are you getting all this stuff, baby girl? So often it's people, even with the kids or someone else wanting to help, it becomes more work for them to help than just doing it myself. Plus, I'm just mentally not in a place where I'm being super proactive. I'm lucky to get them dressed and fed and their school done, get them into bed, get their chores done best I can. I'm lucky to get those things done at this point. There'll be a time in my life where I can be more proactive. Help you with clothes, 4 hands are better than 2. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't actually think it's going to take that long. Especially considering, hey Mary, glad you can make it. Especially considering, I mean, the kids themselves can help. I plan on doing little interviews where it's like, okay, Eden, it's your turn. I want you to go get all of your clothes that you have, dirty or clean. Of course, my goal is to ultimately just clean them all. We're always about one load of laundry down from being totally washed, and I'm happy I can keep that going. Have her get all of her clothes, and we'll have her just try them all on, do a little fashion show, and Yes, I know. She's so precious. We need to find you Mary Poppins. Yeah, I'll just marry her. Hey Jan, glad you can make it. Well, the kids can go through what they need. Yeah, that's the thing, is they can, but they need to be supervised and reminded. Oh, what about this color? Did you think about oh yeah, I didn't think about that, Dad. Because I can't always trust them. And this is the kind of thing that's supposed to last till winter, or fall at least, when we do shopping again. So I'm way behind on editing videos. I told you guys if you give me a bunch of likes, I'd get it up the next day. That didn't happen. I haven't had a chance to sit in front of the computer. I don't know if I mentioned, but I went 12 miles on my bike yesterday, so that's the farthest I've gone. And now today I'm sore. I'm actually not feeling that bad, and I just want to relax. What do you have that for? Yeah. The Nanny McPhee. I know, right? Well, thank you, Stacy. She's trying to show you this. It's over here, baby girl. I gotta put it, of course, you can see she's showing you guys this brush. Can you show them over here? Is that, what about Asher? Yeah. Well, hey, Janet. Finally saw her alive. Well, glad you make it. Go over it when they're done. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Mary Poppins, I was watching it today, and you kind of remind me of the actor who plays the father. Chim Chimmery, Chim Chimmery. Wait, that's not the father. The father was a jerk, right? Was he a jerk? I'm getting my movies confused. Well, thank you, Joan. You guys always do color coordination for clothes. We're doing that now. It's fun, it's cute, it's enjoyable. It is simpler. I mean, shopping for clothes is actually harder matching clothes. But once you get it done, it is simpler. Just from day to day, it makes us feel like a team. It builds camaraderie, and I really like it. But will we always do it? I mean, that's possibly we won't. If I ever find somebody and get married, maybe they have kids. Maybe that will make their kids uncomfortable. Maybe they don't want to do that. And then I would think, rather than us dress alike and them dress different, which if I meet somebody who has their own kids, then it's already going to be a little bit of animosity. Not animosity, but I know what it's like. We grew up with a mixed family with a stepbrother, and I don't want to draw attention to that isolation. And so if they weren't game for doing it, we would probably just stop doing it. Nothing's forever. But for now, that's where we're at. So he was a stern dad, but learned to relax and have fun. Okay, yeah, he was a jerk. Would it help if you did some of these projects live, and then you'd have us helping you? I thought about that. Totally thought about that. What? Yeah. If I was making a girl's clothing or a clothing shopping list, that video would go. Everybody would love it. What?
A coat.
You want a coat? Yes. You want a coat? Oh, okay. You got so many blankets and pillows. I don't know if you need a coat. It's not actually that cold. It's just windy. But if you want a coat, we'll put a coat on you. She goes, yes. You got this SH, yes, which is super cute. Zip you up. Oh, did the zipper pull break on your zipper? Did it? Well, Daddy will put a paper clip on it or something soon. You might be outgrowing that coat anyways. What? Has it got to go all the way up? Obviously, the zipper's got to go all the way up because they can tell it's not. There you go. She's so cute. Andrea would be so proud of her. As she was putting the little cheese on the grilled cheese sandwiches today, I could totally picture Andrea watching and just being so proud. Sit with Daddy. Here, let's snuggle you up.
Oh, baby.
I don't know if the windscreen is helping the wind at all, or if it's about the same.
Dad,
What?
a blankie bee.
You get a blanky bee? Digital art tablet. Any suggestions? Do you sell them? No, I don't stock anything so custom as that, but I once looked into it for another customer. There's a certain pen that's really good. What? But I don't recall what it is anymore, so I could do some research for you, but I don't have any off the cuff advice. High resolution. That's what you need, is high resolution. And they're expensive, so. Let me start to get your family a new van. We could buy a new van if we were going to buy a new van. So we don't need to worry about a fund. We're good there. We could do that right now if we needed to. But it's a matter of principle. I think that's the most efficient still use of money, is to repair and to fix things. And so that's what we'll do. We enjoy being debt free and being good stewards of the money God's given us. And so the day may come to get a van, perhaps even sooner than later if stuff keeps happening. But for now anyways, we're going to continue just fixing it. But that's awful kind of you. What sizes are the girls? Oh yeah, don't pay attention to the sizes and the descriptions. I'm sure they're all different. They're all different. So I don't know. That's part of the thing about doing. I can tell you the sizes that they've been and what they're kind of wearing, but I think they all need to be. Everybody needs to be sized up pretty good. I need to be sized down. I need to get a new belt. I've got a foot of belt hanging off my belt, which is awesome. But that's the thing about the inventory. I got to go through and find out what clothes we have, what still fits, what needs replaced, who needs shoes, and then go out and do the clothes shopping. Well, thank you, Grandma. So happy. Top pillow's about to blow off. I don't think so. I don't think it's quite that windy. Well, I buy new if you can fix the old one. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Although, not that we don't need a new van. I mean, the van we have is a 1998. It's a very old van. It's 22 years old. But it gets us where we want to go. It can hold our whole family. It's got air conditioning and plenty of seats. So that's the important thing. I want to be really careful because I don't know what God has in the future for me. It's very possible I eventually meet somebody who has kids and maybe we need to add on. Maybe we'd have to move. I hope we don't, but who knows what would happen. So I'm trying to save up for whatever could possibly happen. Where did you get that? Is that your cup that Bethany gave you?
No.
Hey Rebecca, good to see you.
Daddy.
What? Is it yummy? Well, hey Barbara, 30 more years to that man. Yeah. Still looks new. I don't think it looks new. It's trickery of cameras. Every camera makes you look 10 years younger on a van, 10 years fatter, 10 pounds heavier. Still have the clothing checklist Andrea made to go by? I do. Those will be great helps. Might need a bus in the future. Andrea wanted a bus over and over again. Every time we saw a bus for sale, she would be, Tommy, you can get that. Let's do it. You can do it.
I'll hold it.
She wanted a bus so bad.
Daddy, hold it.
You want me to hold it? Okay. Daddy shark. Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Mommy shark. Grandma shark doo 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 doo. I'm throwing like 610 watching. Wow. Okay, if you think that's cute, singing Baby Shark, you have to give a like. Give us a thumbs up there if you think Hannah singing Baby Shark is the cutest thing in the whole world. Because it totally is. Organ donor. Yep, she says that regularly. Thanks to Asher.
Daddy.
What?
Pillow.
Pillow? This is her pillow that out of Mommy's dress. This was out of Mommy's clothes. It's almost lost its personality though. Yes, they were Mommy's clothes, but they've all been washed and it doesn't smell like her. And I don't know. It's just going to be a pillow, probably. It is still special, though.
A caddy.
Really?
A pillow.
Thumbs up times 100,000. There you go. Do it. Doesn't have to get remarried, you know. He probably is far from being ready, too. I don't know. I'm not far from being ready, but maybe I am. But maybe what I want isn't what I am. I'm just going by whatever God puts in front of me and just living each step as it comes. I'm not a big fan of rules. If I found the woman of my dreams tomorrow, I wouldn't say, sorry, it's not time enough for you. But who knows? 2-year-old is singing it with you? That's awesome. Sun's going down. I don't know how long you'll be able to see me. Yep, that's exactly right. Jonathan's mom. Hi, Linda. Hannah stole the show. She always does. She's so precious. She's so precious. I look so forward to coming home and seeing her. She's always so excited. And when she hears the door, she gets super excited, and Asher, notices she's excited, then picks her up and takes her down to welcome me. And so I always have a little Hannah welcome me home, which is really nice because it was nice. Andrea would always make a point to welcome me home. I miss that. Would you have more kids? That kind of depends on whatever the person I would meet would want. I'm certainly open to the idea of more kids. You want to read this book? Come here. Ugh. Okay. This looks like a really easy book. Basically, it's just pictures. Pillow, sofa, clock, drum, yacht. Yacht? I wouldn't call that a yacht. Scooter, jump rope. Studies show that men who have been really happy in marriage remarry quicker. I've read that too, keeping it real. I've read that too. He's still little, wants all my attention. Yeah. Andrea was always very much mourning the fact that this was her last baby. In a lot of ways, I'm very glad that she never ever, basically, never stopped breastfeeding. There was very little time she wasn't breastfeeding. She was breastfeeding Hannah until that last week when she passed away. Hey, Julie. Where's Eden? She's in bed. It is after 8 o'clock here. It's almost 9 o'clock, so bedtime's 8 o'clock if they're not on a privilege, on the highest privilege, rather. Yep, like and subscribe. That's the good mantra. The subscriptions, me asking for subscriptions really helped. You guys subscribing. I have a lot of new comments for people that are like, I've just found your channel. I'm so sorry what happened. And they're happy to see the videos, and we're reaching new people. And that's a direct result for you guys subscribing and liking. So keep that up. My aunt knew she was passing and she had a friend that he would remarry so they could continue to be taken care of the way they were for 40 plus years. I understand that completely. Andrea always said that, she says, I know you'd remarry if I died. We've had that conversation before, and I told her I didn't know what I would do. I didn't know, but I know now that that's absolutely where I would want to be. I mean, this little girl needs a mommy, and I need a wife. That's just how God wired me. I had the best years of my life, hands down, with Andrea, and why wouldn't I want that again? Your wife passed away? Yep. Yeah, see? There's Robbie. Nice to see you. Yeah, my wife passed away last August. We have 9 kids. Someone pointed out the other day that, you remember Andrea used to do a thing where she'd say, hang out with this homeschool mom of 9, and I should be saying, hang out with this widowed dad of 9. It kind of fits, and that sounds like the kind of thing she would totally do if she was here, you know, and was still dead, that's what she'd be telling me to do. She'd be saying, "Oh, Tommy, that's so cute. You should totally do that." And God has to be right in front of us, and we overlook it and overlook simple things. I know this well. Yeah, for sure. What's ESTP personality? ESTP. Extroverted, sensing, thinking, perceiving. I'd have to look. I've kind of fallen out of touch with it because I haven't talked to Andrea. We haven't been talking about it. We used to talk about it all the time. I want to say that no, it's not Eden. Eden's maybe ISFP. I don't remember. I don't recall. That might be my Aunt Susie. Oh, I'm sorry, Val. I know you've been watching a lot of old videos, Carol. I see you commenting on them. I read every comment, see you guys. So if you ever leave a comment on any video across the whole channel, I will always read them. I read them all. Arf. Is that a chicken? Pony? Turkey? Ducklings? Goat? Calf? Rabbit?
Rabbit.
Goose?
Goose.
Pig?
Pig.
Sheep?
Sheep.
Oh, that's not a sheep. That's a guinea pig. Guinea pig?
Pig.
Sheep?
Sheep.
Tractor?
Dog.
Yeah. Duck?
Duck.
Good job. INFP, yes, I know INFP. They're the really kind ones. Hose? Watering can? Ooh, now it's getting windy. Butterfly? Where's the butterfly? That's a bee. There's a butterfly. Where's the bee?
Bee?
Yeah, good. So cute.
See.
INFJ. It's like super scary how many people, I don't know if you're the one that left a comment today about doing the test and being an INFJ, but like most, I don't say most, there's a surprising percentage of people that on this channel that are watchers that have taken the Myers-Briggs test and all come up with INFJ, which that's the type Andrea was, and it's supposedly in females is the rarest type. A female INFJ is the rarest of the types, supposedly. I've been seriously doubting that statistic because of the ridiculous number of INFJs we have in this channel that are females. It's not like there's males in this channel generally. Well, hey Lisa, glad to see you. Oh, we're doing okay. We're just hanging out on the porch, kind of watching the sunset. It's been a pretty good day. Worked too late. Name of the movie with Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy. Yep. Anna's getting so big. She is. The tests aren't accurate. It depends. I think if you're close to some things, it can be difficult. A simple test can't always tell you what it is. I know several people that have taken the test, and I know from knowing them that that's not what they are. And certain tests, I think that ENFJs, they are more particularly difficult to type, even on themselves. So you really should go through a whole questionnaire thing and all that. But if you continue studying it, you'll see if those things fit you or not. Where do you take the test? The two places I know to take them, the one I like the best is a humanmetrics.com, HUMANMETRICS, humanmetrics.com. The other one is 16 personalities, 16personalities.com. It's way brighter in Billings. I guess you guys are more that side, so it shouldn't be that much brighter. Also, the sun did go behind a house over there, so. Very exclusive cup. Aww. I'm definitely an INTJ. Same with me. I'm a super INTJ. Every test I take, 100% INTJ. It's not even close. I've never had anything come up any other way, and it totally describes me. And so if that's where you are, and if you fit really neatly into one of the personality types, is there a B right there? Then the tests work really well. But if you're close on a couple, yeah, it can be difficult to type you. B, you're so sweet. flower, watering can, wheelbarrow. My son died on August 12th, week before Andrea. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What? That's a broom. Shovel, wheelbarrow, flower, leaf, berries, hose, butterfly, bee, blossom.
Daddy.
What? Hose, butterfly. If you're close on a call, that means you're divergent. Oh yeah, that's a good movie. You're scratching my beard. I'm not sure that the light's getting me over there. Oh well, that's how it goes. It's getting dark. It's 31 from ALS. Oh man. You play Magic online? Yep. Well, I don't play MGTO. I usually play Arena. I swore I'd never play digital Magic, but I did play Hearthstone, and I liked Hearthstone. I loved the interactions with the good graphics and the interactions with the cards, and it was just fun and satisfying. And then when Magic had one that was similar, I was like, well, I can't play Hearthstone and not play a free-to-play Magic game. So I've been playing Arena, which you can't play, Commander or, Modern. But other than that, I played Arena. I'm a personality type nerd. We became that way too. We very much, I am in regards to the people we have in our family. And so we know and learn all the different function stacks for each of the kids we have, and what their tendencies and deficiencies are in each of those things, because it helps us as parents. Ironically, we only have 2 of the same type in our family. So out of all the 10, when it was 11 people in our family with Andrea, the only types that overlapped were me and Thomas, INTJs. Everybody else had a different personality type. And I find that kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm very sorry that happened, Linda. It's very difficult. Oh, hi, Mom. I think she's going to fall asleep, too. 11 minutes, seriously. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Tammy. Settlers of Catan. Yep, that's a great one. We have Catan also. It's pretty fun, but fun games like that, the more advanced games, have kind of fallen on the wayside, by the wayside a little bit, because now it's just me, and so if we're going to play a game, we usually want to play with the whole family. But I imagine there'll be a time when kids start moving out and having their own families, and we'll play more fun, advanced games again. "11 minutes or months?" I'm not sure what we're talking about, 11 months. I missed it. Yep, I'm hoping she will go to sleep. She should be in bed. I wanted to put her in bed at the same time as the other girls, but she was so not ready for bed. But it might be she's getting there now. No, just stay right here for a minute. Oh, about remarriage. Oh, I see. Thinking 11 minutes I'll be good? Well, heck, the end of this stream. Can you explain a little bit more in detail about the test you're talking about? Sure. The Myers-Briggs is a personality assessment thing based on the work of Jung, who was a psychologist who determined that most everybody's personality fits into one of 16 traits, and different combination of those traits. No, I take it back. 8 traits, and based on those different combinations that we have, Certain ones feed off each other. And so you have a hero function, which is your primary function. For me, it's intuition. And then you have secondary functions and tertiary functions that go down lower. And anyways, and it helps us decide how we learn, and it's helped me with my kids. I have some kids that are been more challenging homeschooling wise, and once we learn their personality type and realize how they think, it really helps change our curriculum a little bit for them. But yeah, you can learn more at the 16 personalities site at 1616personalities.com. Their test is a little difficult to follow for a lot of people, but you can learn all about them there. Did Jung also do dream interpretations? You know, I mean, what I know about Jung is limited to his Myers-Briggs stuff. So I'm sure he did lots more, but I didn't study it, so I can't tell you. Will you do a video from the same swing with a wife sitting beside you? Oh man, I can't wait for that either. Can't wait for that either. I can't tell you how much most days generally suck for me. It's usually by the end of the day, I'm feeling pretty good. But in the mornings, until 1, 2 o'clock, I'm usually just a mess. Putting on a pretty face for people. Good night, Linda. The neighbor's mom died and their minister found a new wife and he married her, so she was a witch. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Will you still do these lives when you have a new wife? If not, we will miss you. Oh, of course I would. I think lives are here to stay. I'm not going to lie that having the channel and being able to go live during this time in my grieving process saved me. It straight saved me in a lot of times. I mean, the loneliness is killer, and I mean, I know for beyond a shadow of a doubt that God gave Andrea and us the channel. He pricked her to start the channel because this was going to happen. I have no doubt that's 100% the reason. Not to mention this is a ministry and we've helped a lot of people. But now my kids get to see they can see their mommy. I've learned to do the laundry the way I'm supposed to, learn how to do the things I need to do. I get to see her and I get to meet a lot of new people. And you guys have been there for me to talk to and to help me through this. I really consider the YouTube people that are watching their family. You guys are family. Lurkers included. Even if you've never said a thing, you're there and you're hearing me. Some people have recommended that I write in a journal, to Andrea or whatever. I have that journal that she wrote, and we let letters to each other in. But I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't write something knowing it will never be seen. It's not in me. It doesn't make sense to my INTJ nature. It's pointless. Even when I do the little poems that I write, when I write little poems, I work really hard to think about what I'm feeling and to put it into words. But it would still be meaningless to me if somebody else couldn't read it. If I couldn't bridge that gap of how I'm feeling and get that into somebody else's head. It's just how I am. And so anyways, just being able to talk to you guys has helped immensely. Isn't it something you can be lonely with 9 other people in the house? Funny how that works. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I get reminded of these things all the time. I was at a gentleman's house today, worked on his computer, and he was a 69-year-old guy still working in the oil field. 69 years old, still in the oil field, and living in this house by himself, nobody around. And I thought, man, I could be totally alone. And as it is now, I get to hang out with the boys at night. We watch animes together. We play games on the computer. We have fun. We get to talk and be with the littles. I get a little baby in my lap right now. And I can literally talk about being lonely. It makes me feel ashamed of myself that I could even say such a thing. When I have the most wonderful family in the whole world. But yet, there is that other piece that's different. Quiet watchers is preferable than lurkers. I can't get past it. I've been saying lurkers since I was in high school. So I can't get past it. We'd be playing games and video games online long before there was online gaming. Before the internet, I was playing long distance games with people all over the world. And we always called people who didn't talk or just watched lurkers. Always did. I don't mean any harm to anybody who's a lurker. If I've offended anybody by being a lurker, and I've had some people say, oh, I'm a lurker, Tom, I'm saying a message. I don't mean I'm calling you out. I'm not saying lurking's bad. I just think it's a fun, apt description. I lurk every time I watch a YouTube video. You think I ever comment on lives when there's someone live? I don't. Not that I ever watch very many YouTube videos live. I don't have much time to do anything these days. Wanted to be alone, and lately since losing my family in this pandemic, I said, no way I want to be with somebody. Oh, wow. That's interesting to be going through that. I'm a lurker. I've never commented, but you give so much. You've helped me, and I thank you. You and your family are such a blessing. I feel like I know everyone. Right? Exactly, Diana. Well, thank you for telling me that. It's nice to have the back and forth, and it's totally okay if you're lurkers. I think most people are lurkers. There's 619 people in this channel watching right now, or however many it is. That's what you guys said a minute ago. 700 something. It's 706 people watching right now. And if we added up all the different unique people commenting, what? We're going to have maybe 100 people commenting. So most people are lurkers, and that's totally fine. Didn't comment, but I feel very welcome here. Well, you guys are welcome here, and you are like family to me. I meant that. When one of the first couple months videos I did, where our channel theme has always been growing God's kingdom one heart at a time, and now we're not growing them one heart at a time anymore because the one who can make hearts is gone. But we're growing it with you guys. Every time somebody subscribes or some new person comes to the channel, we're growing one heart at a time there too. And even if you don't believe in God, I know you don't. If you're not, unless you're, a hard-nosed atheist, I know you don't. It's not wasted on you. I know you appreciate at least the sentiment of which I'm saying those things. So you don't have to believe in God to watch our channel. We appreciate everybody being here no matter what. So I've got a bunch of cassette tapes that has my husband on. I need to find out how to get them converted to a CD. So there's a couple things about that, Carol. There are tape players that go to a computer online. I've had several customers say, I'd like to do that, and I've helped them get them. And I can tell you universally across the board, out of maybe the 6 or 7 times in my 15 years experience being a computer guy that I've helped people do that, maybe one of them actually followed through all the way learning what they needed to do. So you're better off using this Legacy Box thing. I think it's legacybox.com. They're not a sponsor. We don't have any sponsors. But they give you a box, and you just throw all the crap in there you can, tapes, pictures, DVDs, VHS, 8 millimeters, whatever you got in this box, and they come back to you on a thumb drive. So that's probably the best way to do it. Especially now, those tapes, they're getting to the point with magnetism. That's how they're written. Those magnets are going to be getting weak, going to be having problems. They're going to be deteriorating. So I would leave it to professionals. Rachel's not a lurker. Guilty as charged. There you go. So you have 707 watching, 373 thumbs up. Yep, that's doing a gratuitous, commercial. But it does help when you guys like the video. If you're a lurker, if you're lurking right now, give us a like. Let's see how much it jumps right now. If you're lurking, see how many? It was 300 likes. If you're a lurker, give us a thumbs up. That'll be your one, tiptoeing out of your lurker box. Even for people who have lost someone or people who are alone, families have moved on. Wow, comments are going so fast. We're getting busier. I only lurk on great channels. Yeah, right? I mean, if we're being honest, even though I'm here, I'm lurking. I'm lurking here. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, but I'm not commenting. I'm reading your comments and talking. I guess I can't be a lurker, but I would be a lurker. The little girl's rubbing my hand back and forth it's just like she loves me. It's so sweet. Atheist his whole life, 37 years now, and I prayed every night until he was saved. He was saved 2 years ago. Wow, that's impressive. What a blessing that is. Kind of a stalker, not a lurker. Using my son's account. Well, that's all right. Well, I appreciate that. Lurker had already liked all that. Well, it's the lurker commented instead. Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with being quiet. She's so sweet. I love her so much. I love smelling the air around my kids. Does that sound weird? Like, a lot of times these days, I'll have this little girl on one end of my lap, and I'll have Hannah or Claudia will get jealous. And so Claudia will get on my other lap, and then Sophia wants to get up here. So I can usually get all three in my lap. And I just put my head in the middle of them all and just smell my kids. Is that weird? I don't know if like I'm smelling them, but it's just being close in their air and feeling their love. It's just so precious, and someday I won't be able to do that. You know, your neighbors, are they supportive? Yeah, actually, the neighbor on the right here is, she watches the channel, apparently. I mean, they've only moved in. They've only been here, I don't even a year yet. Although maybe I'm losing track of time. It's already been almost 9 months. Tomorrow's 9 months since Andrea died. So I guess they've been here more than a year, I'll bet. But she comes over and helps cleaning. She comes and cleans, does deep cleaning in the house. And I think we're going to start doing that once a month. And that's been a real blessing. So they're very supportive. They're very good people. He's an electrician and very nice guy, very nice family. 700 and 492, so we got 200 haven't hit thumbs up yet. It's not weird? Okay, good. Honestly, it's only because I watch YouTube and there's no way to comment from my TV. Well, you went through the trouble to tell me that. You didn't have to, and that's totally okay. I'm not trying to put a guilt trip on anybody. I enjoy just talking to you guys, and believe me, there's more than enough chat for us all to keep the conversation going for a long time. So it's no need for everybody to talk. In fact, if everybody was talking right now, I wouldn't be able to see the chat because it'd be going so fast. Well, hey, Laura. Same age as you, and I have 2 granddaughters. I'm missing them right now watching you and Hannah. I can't wait to the time when I have granddaughters. I used to talk to Andrea all the time that I feel like I got lucky with her. I'm totally going to level with you. I mean, I knew she was a Christian, and she was hot. That was my driving forces when I met Andrea. And it just turned out she was the woman of my dreams that God wanted me to have. She was such a wonderful woman. And I said, I lucked out getting you. And how am I going to get my kids to luck out? I mean, I feel like I got to luck out. I got to hook them all up with great, awesome women and men. How am I going to work that out? And I don't know how I'm going to work that out. And she says, Tommy, you didn't get lucky. It was God's plan. And I was like, and I know that's true, that it was God's plan. But I still, in my heart, I'm thinking, I got lucky. And now here I am again, needing to get lucky one more time. But I hope that I can all give them spouses. In my mind, it's like, oh, yep, they're all going to be, I'm going to have 9 kids, none of them are going to get married. Obviously, that's probably not going to be the case, but makes you want to cry. I forgot, what did I say? And Andrea should say she got lucky with you. No, she would say, no, that was God's plan. That's what God wanted. I knew the day that I met you that I was going to marry you. She'd say that all the time. Lurker from Napa. Oh, I know where that's at. Well, nice to see you, Karina. You attracted her also by being you. We were so dumb when we were getting married, when we were young. It's just like we were young kids, didn't know what we were doing. It's so funny how now I know so much about what makes a relationship, what makes a marriage successful. I'm so good at it. And for what now? It's so frustrating. But I remember looking back and seeing all the dumb things I'd get jealous over. You know, she had several boyfriends. I mean, she grew up in this town, so every time she'd point out, oh, I used to date that guy. And I'm like, oh, I hate that guy. And I know I shouldn't be that way. Heck, I know a lot of them. So but still, I totally felt that way. And I realized how dumb that is to be jealous. I look all the time, never comment. I welcome lurkers to my, sweet Hannah, such a cute baby. Thank you. Well, thank you, Melinda Brock. Melissa Brock? Melinda Brock. It was going so fast. Mom's mad at me because I won't ever give her a grandbaby. Aww. Lurker in the back. Yeah, that's awesome. It's like she prepared you for what's to come. You just can't see it yet. Well, Angela, I really hope that. You know, I rode my bike yesterday, 12 miles. And when I stopped, I rode 6 miles out and 6 miles back. And when I stopped at 6 miles, I was in the middle of nowhere. There wasn't a house, there wasn't a car, there wasn't anything anywhere. And I realized, hey, you know what? I could scream as loud as I want and nobody would hear me. And so I did. And then I started talking to God at the top of my lungs. I don't know why, I just did. And it was very freeing. It's like there's never been a time in my life that I thought I wanted to yell out loud, but when you're in a place where nobody can hear you, that's not the first thing you want to do. It was surreal. Is it Judah in the window? Did Judah come up behind me? That's Judah's style. So, yeah, our wind chimes are great. One of them, my Melanie, my sister Melanie, gave us, and the other, I think we've had a long time. I think they originally were sent probably for one of you guys. Andrea might have picked them out. That's the part that I really miss. Stories. I have things here that are important. I know that have some sort of sentimental value. No idea how, and nobody will ever know how. And it's really sad to think about all these things I just won't know. Chick could ride a bike. I tore my knee apart playing college basketball. Oh, that sucks. Solly, I hope he was dressed. Solly shouldn't be out of bed. I can control my Alexas with my phone. I think I will. Broadcast. 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 Oh well. Broadcast. Solomon, go to bed.
Announcing.
There we go. Something's maybe in some videos. I thought about as I was just saying that, Angela. It just hit me. I bet you if I watch some of those videos, I bet you she'll especially like the attic ones. There's a couple where she was working in the attic, doing the KonMari, organizing stuff. I bet you she talked about some stuff there. No, he is not dressed. Oh my goodness. Well, he'll have shorts on. Good grief. I'm going to go in biking into the foothills and mountains for the same reason, to yell and talk with God out loud. That verse hit me as I was there. You know, where Hebrews says that when during his days on earth, he was heard he offered up loud cries and tears to the one who could save him from death. And he was heard because of reverent submission. I'm going to go put this little girl in bed and take care of a little boy. Be right back. Solly, you can't come out there not dressed. What's wrong with you, boy? Go to bed. Go to bed. You don't need to find Asher. Asher's not going to be in your bed because it's not time for Asher to go to bed. You little girls should be in bed too. What's going on here? Daddy's on the porch and you guys are all crazy. You're going to take your jacket back off, little one. Go to bed, buddy. Oh my gosh, I can't get this zipper undone. Get in your bed, baby girl. Yeah, I can cover you up. Oh my gosh, I might have to rip this dumb coat. No, it's way past story time. You have stories already. Oh my goodness. There we go.
She's awake, baby.
Take your jacket off, baby girl.
Baby jacket. Is it for her pants and clothes?
She's okay. Lay down. It's okay, baby girl. Lay down. Night night. Sorry about that. Chat among yourselves. Oh, I saw a warning. I was like, oh crap. That's when the trolls all come out when I'm not here. What day in May is Judah's birthday? 29th. 29th, 26th? Oh my gosh, I lose track. I'm so bad. I never knew their birthdays until Andrea passed away. Totally out there with him and how he's feeling. I believe that wholeheartedly, wide thinker. In fact, I believe that's why God called David a man after his own heart. He wasn't afraid to tell God exactly what he thought. You know, there are psalms that are angry at God. There are psalms where he's weeping, where he's happy. You have everything in there. Probably turn this around so the light works better. I don't know if that's any better or not. Oh, is the mic off? Hello, hello. Oh, apparently I sat on the power switch. I'm back. Lurking, not trolling. No, I don't mean that, Sherry. I'm not talking about lurking is not trolling. But there are trolls who hate our guts. How many thumbs down does a video have? Usually around 5 to 7 happens to be on at any given time. Okay, it was turned down. Good grief, don't ever put it in the back when you're sitting on the swing. Oh man, with the delay, it's so bad. Sorry about that. I had this back behind me, and then I sit down on this thing, and I did everything from turn it off to turn it down, change the channel. Sorry about that. These have been the best little mics. I got them both for not that much, and the distance is incredible on them. They work really well. I'm really happy with them. Still static, but it's better. It's probably windy here. I don't know if it's actually staticky. Sorry about that, everybody. Yep, it's very windy out here too, so very windy. So that may be some of the staticky sounds. High pitch. I'm gonna have to switch to the other mic if this one's still causing problems. Sounds like rushing water. Might be the wind. Here, I'll grab the other mic. All right. Hopefully we're past that now. Sorry about that. How many people we got viewing? Oh, my viewer thing went down again. It was okay? Well, oh well. I change anyways. No, I don't have two mics on. I'm outside and it's extremely windy, so I'm sure that's affecting it. Oh, what is all those noises over there? Is that you guys over there? I sound like somebody got punched. And I was like, it sounded like one of the boys punched one of the other boys. There's no other mics. Oh, you mean as far as on the same frequency? I'd be really hard to believe that high a frequency around here. You goobers, I heard you. 661. Oh, okay. Camera have a mic on it? Yeah, it does, but it shouldn't be active. Let's see here. No, nothing else active. You're going to have to show me someday how to do multiple mics. I've tried to add audio sources from different mics to add two mics into the same thing. Apart from splitting the main input, I haven't been able to figure it out. It sounds terrible. Going to go on a bike ride with you this weekend? It was really fun going along. Well, my GoPro Max that I got ordered is supposed to be here Wednesday. And that has live motion stabilization, which is like a first in consumer level cameras. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to try that out. It also has 360-degree video. So if I think I might do another one where I do a regular. It can't do 360 live. That's still not a thing yet. So the 360 video, if you've ever done one of those, if I record like a bike ride that way and then upload it, you guys can look in any direction you want. You can drag the screen around, or if you have your phone, you can move it around on each side and you can look all around wherever I'm at. I thought I'd do that for the tours too. When we do the girls' room tour, I can just go in there with that, and you guys can look around and see wherever you want to see in each of the rooms. There should be a lot. Closed captioning should be on. Sound is still low, huh? It really shouldn't be. Feed the microphones in the receiver in your computer. Yeah, I had a little mini soundboard that I was using, trying to get to work. I never got it to work right. But that's one more piece of equipment. I'm not super excited about having more equipment. So, I missed the monthly grocery shopping? No, not yet. It's the 24th is when we do, that was our anniversary. We were married on July 24th, and so our date night was every 24th, and that became our shopping night was every 24th, and that is still the case. Drone would be super cool too. Yeah, we have a drone. It's an older one now. Drones have come forward a lot in the last just couple years, but I got Andrea one for, was it a birthday, Christmas? She never ended up using it, and I should have known better. Good night, Bonnie. Yeah, the GoFundMe is still up. That's the best way if you want to give something. The YouTube way, they take like 30%. But it's still a good way to do it. It's not a bad way to do it at all. So, but yeah, we're doing okay. We don't. Show us what the wind chimes look like. Sure. Yeah, I can show you some wiggly boys too while we're at it. I don't know how the lighting is. The light is, one thing about cameras, lighting is pretty big deal. So, most cameras do very poor in low light situations. Wind cover for the mic. Oh yeah, I can put that back. Did that actually help? Did you think? I only have one windscreen. I don't know, one of the kids lost it or stole it or threw it away. Is that better? Date night on our anniversary date, so sweet. Yeah, it is, but I wouldn't do it any other day. Who knows what the future holds, but I still very much enjoy doing that now. We still shop once a month. It's much more, for some reason, we save a lot of money, so buying once a month. That doesn't make any sense, but we do. And plus, in a big family, it's a big deal to do things. It's like spare days, spare time doesn't happen. And so if I had to go all the time, it would stink. And as we still go once a month, once a week to get the kids snacks. They'd be so sad if we didn't go get them snacks. And so we get our fresh stuff and bread and milk and stuff that way. No, you still have some tough days, but you have come a long way. I definitely have seen that I've progressed. I've definitely progressed. Don't shine on people's houses, okay? Who are you holding? I'm not holding anybody right now. It's just I was holding Hannah for a while, but she's in bed now. Feels like a lot of emptiness in my heart and soul hearing you talk about everything with everybody. Well, I'm glad, Carol. How does Hannah's jacket turn out? Did it get stuck? Yeah. The zipper was already messed up. The little pull was gone. And that last little pull at the end, which you wanted me to zip it all the way up, I shouldn't have done that. It's totally stuck. I basically broke it. I don't know if you could tell, that jacket was too small for her anyways. We have another one here that fits her that's fine. I love how you squeeze everything in one cart. So you guys have probably seen that, why that happened, how that happened, but it originally, how did it originally happen? It started off just as a dare, as a challenge. And we never had to get 2 carts. We always ended up doing it. And people really liked it, and it was fun. And then Andrea died, then I was like, well, I never went to 2 carts when she was alive. I'm certainly not going to do it now. Which, as it is, it's hard to pull 2 carts anyways by yourself. But I usually have a kid with me, so. Also wondering, how did the new dessert pizza taste? So, it needs a lot of work. It tasted good. It tasted really good. But I think the solution is to par bake the crust. That heavy sweetened condensed milk just either tunneled through or fell off the side of the thing and went underneath the crust and got all sticky and gooey, and it made it not cook right. It was a very heavy pizza. I should have cooked it longer. So I think what I decided is I'm going to par bake the crust, then top it with the cookie bar stuff, and then do a standard cooking time. So that's my next try. I'll try that on Thursday. When you came out as 2 carts. Well, that's the thing, is I can organize it perfectly, Tetris style in the cart, but once you go check out, they throw it all in some bags and you have a bag. And then I have to put the bag inside of the cart. And so it never, 1 cart becomes 2 carts. That's just no way out of it once you finally get checked out. You know, awesome about anyone will be blessed to have you in their life. God knows your future. I pray you find another lady. Thank you, Heather. I very much appreciate that. I hope so. Andrea, how much you 2 made everything fun, including shopping? That was Andrea. That was Andrea. She made everything fun. Everything fun. Birthdays, fun. Game night, fun. Like playing a game with your family, that's just whatever, right? It's just a thing you do. But she'd be like, okay, it's time for game night. All right, everybody sit down. What game are we going to play tonight, guys? I don't know. Ooh, you vote for that one? Ooh, that's a good one. And before you know it, just the idea of just playing a game with your kids becomes a production. Everything becomes a production with Andrea. Every birthday was a production. Everything was a production. If somebody just drew a nice picture, it was a, yay, that's so wonderful. I'm so proud of you. Everything was a production. And so I've got that from her. And I still do that with our kids. I'll never do it as good as her, but every little thing becomes important in our house. And it'll always be that way. Is Andrea's tree growing? Very good. You remembered that. Yes, it is. I don't know if it's growing. It looks exactly as tiny as it always was. But it survived the winter. It's fine. It's green and supple. So it's alive. I'll settle for that for now. My other thought is we have in the back, you guys, I don't know if you remember on some of the, in Knuckles' yard where Knuckles ran around, the back row there, she had always been planting stuff. She'd been trying to get stuff to grow there for as long as we've lived here. And it always would die. She'd get new stuff right, weed whack it down or mow it down. And of course, now there's all that stuff over there, and I'm really scared. That's the last thing she planted was all that stuff over there, so I'm going to keep it alive. Hey, Asher. You got the Shikamaru hands? Didn't Shikamaru do that when he was thinking? She was a great mom. So now we're trying to preserve that stuff. So I just happen to have like 1,000,000 yards of of mulch that I bought off the local. I made a deal with one of the guys I saw trimming trees in our yard, and I said, what are you guys doing with that stuff? Oh, we'll sell it to you for $50. And so I gave them $50. They got a huge truckload of mulch, and they've come back since and brought me another huge truckload of mulch. That green light's coming from Judah, who's laser lighting the event. So I'm planning on turning that whole back section basically into a planter. And that way we can try to keep all of Andrea's stuff alive. So. You're blocking the light when you're standing there. Nobody can see us. Here, you can scoot over here some more. Here. Come over here, Judah. There's room over here for you. What have you guys been doing? But wrestling over there? Did you forget how bright laser light is on a stop sign?
No.
It'll light up any kind of a stop sign like it's nobody's business. Yeah, we had to put Knuckles down. I took him in for a checkup and they recommended to put him down. I'm not so sure that was the best option, but it's done. What is mulch? Like chopped up trees, you know, like shredded tree limbs and branches and stuff. They do it from tree trimming. We actually bought a mulcher and we've been getting people's old branches and making them, chopping them up ourselves. It literally is taking hours and hours and hours and hours to mulch our garden and the few paths we have. Millions of hours. I now realize how stupid of me to do that. Because $50, bam, and I have like 3 truckloads of mulch. I should have done that a long time ago. What? Yeah, save gas and just the work, just the time it took is just ridiculous. I'm very tempted to just sell the super mulcher now or give it to Papa. He would love to have it. We still want it for now, but how are the grapes coming along? They're all doing fine. Our grapes are doing great. I haven't trimmed them in probably 2 years, and it's now the time where you're not supposed to trim them. I could, but they'd bleed and it'd be damaging to the plant. So, yeah.
Do you prefer wooden mulch or rubber mulch?
Rubber's bad. Wooden mulch. In fact, better than regular wooden mulch is mulch that's got green particles still in it. Green trees and leaves thrown in. We use the back to Eden gardening method at our house, which basically translates to ridiculous amounts of mulch. Ridiculous amounts. So if you haven't seen it and you're into gardening, go look at Back to Eden gardening on YouTube. You'll find a great little movie thing you can watch there. That's what we do. 620 people on the porch. I can't believe you're still doing your fingers that way. We'll wrap it up here before long. What time is it already? It's already 9:30. Does Asher still have his business?
Kind of. I don't really know right now.
We have we did a bunch of snow shoveling for a bunch of people and we never sent them bills because that's what Andrea did. And now I got to send bills out and I haven't done it. I have informed the customers that they need to pay their bill. We need to bill them soon. They're all aware of it, but we haven't done it, so. Loved the cleaning out the pond video the other day. It was so long and full of all kinds of content. Those cattails sure were a pain. Yes, I think about it all the time. The other day, in fact, I was back at the park. I just sat there. I needed some alone time, and so I went to the park and just sat there, and I saw the spot where we got the cattails from. And I remember feeling all stupid, going out, wading out into the lake and digging up stuff. People were looking at me funny, like, what is that guy doing? But they were a nightmare. Hey Judah, I sent you a birthday card. Oh, it's Yvette Khan. How's it going? 604 watching, 603 likes. Ooh, look at that. 1 for 1. Good job, guys. 4:40 a.m. in Scotland. Wow, you guys are crazy. Hardcore fans. Thanks for watching, Kelly. Judah says random words like worms.
Yeah.
Probably think someone's thinking you're being mean to you. No.
No, animals.
Animals or worms.
Mean is the common thing, and I need to count them.
He had to come up with his own word to say, and he decided it's animals or worms. I would always use donut when I was a teenager. I really enjoyed randomness. I tried to be completely random as often as I could. To this day, I still have to do things that are random. I think being random is good for you. You just do something completely off the wall, just randomly. Like
in the
this.
middle of the street.
Judah, what's your next project? He's bow a lot.
Yeah, now I'm working on my armor again.
Going back to armor?
Yeah, I need to make a smaller bow because the smaller ones are more powerful.
Interesting, really. I thought all your longer bows were more powerful.
No.
Oh.
The old days, people used wooden bows that were 150 pounds. And mine's 30.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you can eat cattails. You can actually grind the roots up and make bread. You can dry the roots and grind them into flour and make bread. Spontaneous? Yeah, spontaneous is one thing. Random is another. Like random. Like just yelling donuts for no apparent reason. Making everybody wonder what the heck is wrong with that guy.
I like when I said,
I enjoyed being random, which is often spontaneous.
well,
62 and I always practice randomness. That's great. The kids went bike riding together. So nice. We need to all go together.
yeah.
We're going to start replacing the bikes. The bikes situation, before we had the bike shed, the weather did numbers on these bikes. They're all ruined, and I'm really enjoying biking. So I'm going to take the kids with me. Teaching Hannah to say organ donor is pretty random. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's this boy right here.
Keep on starting to say random stuff. Like
My cat threw up today. Oh, you guys are being random too. Nice. Spontaneous randomness. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It just seems right. It keeps you from getting into a rut to just be random. Just do something random. Say something random. Like, for no reason, when nobody's around, stop your car. What do they call it? Chinese fire drill? You guys ever do the Chinese fire drill? Who ever heard of Chinese fire drill? Anyways, where you pull your car over to the side of the road, and everybody gets out and runs around the car and gets back in and drives. Do that by yourself for no apparent reason. That'll make you feel good inside. I promise you it will. You're like, what am I doing? This is so dumb. And you will feel good the rest of the day.
Yeah, ask me what kind of cake I was gonna have. I'm not sure if we'll do cake, but I might make my own rhubarb crisp.
Yeah, we don't generally do cakes for the other kids, but we might do a rhubarb crisp for you. Although Mommy made me, oh no, that was for Father's Day. I'm still mourning the loss of the pizza cake for Father's Day. Maybe I'll just make one for giggles. This live chat is so ridiculous. Way to be random, people. I'm going to do that tomorrow. You should totally do it. You're going to go out, you're going to feel so stupid, you're going to think, I am so dumb, why am I doing this? And you're going to have a smile on your face the whole time. Then you get back in the car and you're going to drive and you're going to just have a better day because you did that. And you're going to say, I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. And you're going to giggle and think it's wonderful.
Hey, you know what we do here is that light, so it doesn't look like we're stupid people.
To do what?
We get that work light.
Yeah, go ahead, plug it in. No, it's on the back of the porch. We'll probably actually just get off here in a second, Judah. What's a pizza cake? So you can Google it. Pillsbury has a recipe that we saw it. And we were like, I saw that in a magazine, and I thought, oh my goodness, that must exist in my house. And so Andrea did it for Father's Day, and you gotta cook it in layers. It basically is a cake. It's a giant cake that's pizza all the way through. It essentially is a bunch of crust on the outside of a pot, and then a bunch of layers of pizza, crusts, cheese. Whoa. There's an eclipse happening in our house. There you go. Look at that. The sun came back up. boys play pranks on each other. Do they ever do normal things to each other? They prank all the time. You know all the kids do it together? Maybe. Well, hey, Vanessa. I saw your lurker comment. Do you and Asher still play Don't Starve together? Yeah, we played it last night. Me and Asher did. Yeah, Thomas got on for a little while too. Well, hello there, Vanny. Vanny? Vanny, probably. Listen to the chimes put you to sleep. The chimes are wonderful. And it's very windy right now. They're beautiful. Yeah, where's your orange shirt today, Judah?
I didn't have it.
Yeah, that's kind of the part of the issue.
I bet you do. You didn't want to.
Unicorn butterfly. Thank you, Stacy. I do have great kids. Laughing about the Chinese fire drill. I don't know why they call that. I'm probably that's politically incorrect. I don't know, but that's what they always called it growing up, where people would do that. Good night, Tammy. Mighty man of God. Amen to that. That's the truth. You guys said your verses for last month? It's almost the end of the month. You guys know that, right? You're going to have to say your verses for this month. It's almost tomorrow's the 19th. We've got 10 days.
Like 11.
Standing out in the rain just because is random. I love standing out in the rain. Love it.
Sometimes the Thursday is the very last day of the month, and then you get like a whole extra week.
Oh, uh-huh. That's true.
And I can say my day.
Earliest memories your kids have. What's your earliest memory you can remember?
Jumping on a balloon couch that we had a long time ago, and then I remember had bleed on the furnace that we had down there.
I have that memory also.
The inflatable couch.
Yeah, where we had the heater right above it, and we always jumped on it and bonked our skulls.
Oh yeah.
When we were at
the furnace used to be in the boys' room downstairs. We had to move that out of there before we could build their room. And of course, if we were moving the furnace, it was an old furnace. That means we had to buy a new furnace. And if we're getting a new furnace, we might as well get air conditioning. And so it was one of those things that got put off on the back burner for a long time.
And then, a long time ago when we were kids, we didn't have walls, and we all slept on the floor of the boys' room, and there's carpet, and we all made our little tents, and we had little Lego signs telling whose house is what. And yeah, we had Legos all over the floor. And me and Tom made stuff in the middle of the night with Legos.
Yep, there was a time when their room was down where it was now, and they just had mattresses.
I don't know. I was probably thinking something earlier, but I didn't have to think really hard.
Yeah. Most of the time when you have those early memories, they're just thoughts. Maybe a smell. I'll notice lighting sometimes, like the color of light shining through 60s brown curtains. You know, that dingy, gross light, I can see that sometimes. Good night, Teresa. So one does not send wrong sizes. I don't have all the sizes taken care of. I hope to do a little inventory of the clothes pretty soon. Which kids like sleeping over there at their aunt's house? Justus and Eden are the big sleepover at Aunt Bethany's. Love it when it rains because it smells like fresh dirt, flowers, and when I was little it smelled the worms because the worms would come out on the sidewalk when it rained. Yeah, they call that petrichor.
Oh.
Petrichor is the smell of rain on the ground.
We also, there is one memory that was like 7 years ago, where it was raining, it was really windy, and the lightning struck right in the street there, and I was right here.
Oh.
And I played on the floor for maybe 2 hours and all that.
You hear wind chimes, eagle's wings are nearby. Aww. Glad to see you still, Carol. What are we going to watch tonight? Are we going to watch some more One Piece? Fiberglass curtains, eating Pop-Tarts, watching monkeys on TV. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. I remember that.
It's from 1980.
No, it was actually before that. I remember it as a kid, and it was outdated then.
It's from 1960.
Petrichor? Yeah, it's Petra is Greek. It means rock. Ichor, I-C-H-O-R, is in Greek mythology. It was the blood of the gods. So loosely translated, it's the blood of the gods on rocks. Anyways, I'm not sure who came up with the name, but that's the word for what that smell is. What time do you guys usually go to sleep? Pretty late.
I go to sleep roughly between 2 and 3.
He says about 2 and 3.
Same time.
I usually go to bed around 12:30, 1 o'clock these days.
Yeah, I've been like 11 to 1, 12:30.
I watched the original Monkeys. I was 9. Ooh, Matrix. I love the Matrix. Way overdue to rewatch it. They're making a new one, I hear. My Three Sons. Oh yeah, I know that song. I can hear the theme song. You know what sound I miss? Is sitting there on this to swing, and then having mommy sit next to me, and the whole thing would creak, and she'd always make a joke about it falling down, but it never did. I missed that creak. It was always a familiar creak. It was nice. When is Judah going to make something with the rhubarb? Heck, we got rhubarb downstairs. We've got everything you need.
Yeah, probably on my birthday.
You just need to do it. Me and my daughter Trinity. Ooh, that's awesome. Without Keanu in it, boo. Yeah, right, exactly. Baby Shark Con was so cute. Well, I owe it to one of you guys. I can't remember which one of you guys sent the shark costume for her birthday. You can go back and watch the video and find out, but she loves it. She's super cute in it.
Most of the middle kids do like popcorn.
Yeah, they love popcorn. In fact, that's the best part of movie night for a lot of them.
Freaking shell.
Yeah, it makes a giant mess. Giant mess. I actually lined the whole place with that painting cloth, drop cloth, when I was doing the downstairs. What was I doing? Why did I get that?
So you didn't use your bathroom?
Yeah, but what would I have done that I would have needed a drop cloth?
I put on the fiberglass maybe.
No? Oh, that's what it was. It was the vapor barrier. That's what it was. It's on the side of the fiberglass, so it doesn't. If there's condensation, you do it in bathrooms because it's going to be moist. If it's cold outside and warm inside, the walls will condense like glass does, and little beads of water. What's Judah going to do for his birthday? Well, birthdays after you're 13, we get some presents and they get to go out wherever they'd like to eat for the whole family.
And since I don't have school probably, I'll work on outside and stuff when I leave.
They'll probably be working outside. Maybe popcorn balls? Yeah, popcorn balls aren't a thing unless I label them poison popcorn balls. You guys ever remember that video?
I don't remember from Halloween.
A customer gave me a popcorn ball to give to my kids. An old lady, here, your kids would love this popcorn ball. And I thought, I just throw this away. No one's going to eat it. And then I drew poison, put a sign on it. Remember, it says poison popcorn ball. And of course, then it got eaten. Oh, Rachel sent the baby shark dress? Oh, no, I didn't think she did. His birthday is the 26th, not the 29th, 26th. What are Asher and Judah's favorite subjects? Judah's is math and English.
No, Those are my worst favorites. Probably word building, because that's the thing that I know the most because
And now, it's interesting. He said word building is his favorite, which Judah was the one that Myers-Briggs really helped a lot. You remember when Mommy changed how we did the spelling words? And you drew pictures and stuff?
yeah.
Ever since then, you've been doing better at spelling, and you were able to wrap your mind around it. And now, that's your favorite subject. And it was not your favorite subject then. You were terrible at it, and you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Are your restaurants open there in your town or in Gillette, Tom? Yeah, most of the restaurants are open. I was worked today at a KOA where they have a restaurant, and they're having to space all their tables out 6 feet from each other, but they are open.
And they made all their tables like, because the 4 chairs are like 28 feet wide. Like one person out every 6 feet.
12 p.m. in America. Maybe somewhere else. Maybe in Australia?
It could be like in East America.
Oh. There's some Russian, or no, that's German. Maybe Dutch. I don't know. My Dutch is no good.
My Dutch is non-existent. We could YouTube it like
We'll probably wrap this up here pretty quick. We're in phase 2 also, whatever that means. I think it's silliness. They're going to open. What did I hear in New York? They're going to open the beaches for Memorial Day. What the heck's the point? If you've been quarantining all this time, and then you open the beaches for one day as a special occasion, I don't understand that. I think they should just open and be done with it. I think it's beyond. If you guys know that the quarantining only slows things down. That's all it does. It's meant to flatten the curve, to be less stressful on the hospitals. I don't think the hospitals really were that stressed unless you were in New York. But I think we're just postponing it and drawing this out longer than it needs to be. Solly's in there again. It's not dressed. Wrapping it up. Well, I guess tomorrow night tomorrow is the 9-month anniversary of Andrea's death, so I'll be doing those videos. I got to keep doing those. Someday, I feel it in my heart that someday I'm going to want to go back and watch them back to back and see things change and see me get better if I do. So, yeah, he has shorts on, thankfully. We'll probably go in.
I don't know why though, he's in his bed.
Pamela Cobb. Oh, that I could have told you that. Pamela Cobb sent so much. Thank you, Pamela Cobb. I actually still have more. The day after I opened those, I got like 2 or 3 more things from Pamela Cobb in the mail for her. We'll open those on one of our next mail things, which hopefully won't be very far away. So. You know what he's here from then to now? I know that must be true. I know it's true. I know it's true. But in some ways, I feel like the pain is maturing. And people always say it doesn't go away. It just lessens. And so I understand that.
I've just been doing this for
about 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
He's got a record going. In fact, he's not even moving very much. Put it fast forward and he'd be just standing totally still. That'd be fun to do, huh? Do like a time lapse where, like, you know, trees blowing around you and you were able to stay totally still. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure what time tomorrow, sometime. Green is our parachute, glad the young heart started. That's what the person said. German are therefore comrades. Here the slogan in shape of the young heart of when you're ready to jump, signal given. Interesting. Is that what that said? That is very random. I'm assuming there's some poetry in there that doesn't translate well. I said the 2,400 new cases. I'm trying to be locked into my house. I think we're going to be talking about this for decades, whether or not it was a good idea or not to close the government, to close the economy, close the world economy over this thing. I think it'll go down in history as a mistake. But I could be wrong, and I'm totally okay to be wrong, and I will, of course, follow the rules and blah, blah, blah. But I think we're just double hurting ourselves.
I was looking at the screen right here.
I have people who have messaged me who their loved one passed away because they need a surgery that was deemed elective, but for whatever reason it was related to the problem or the issue, and they ended up dying as a result of having their surgery canceled because it was elective. So there's people dying as a result of doing this too. Are you into astrology? Nah, not really. We're not into it at all. We know some of that stuff, you know, as far as the signs and all that, but we're not into astrology. All right, wrapping it up. I think we're going to actually wrap it up. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching with us. I'm going to get in there and have some food. I haven't eaten anything yet today. And hang out with the boys. Go round up the little ones, make sure they're all in bed. I guess we'll see you later. We appreciate you hanging out with us. I promise to get the vlog up, April's vlog, soon. Your children know some Greek. They know the alphabet. And they knew a couple words.